right, hey fellas, Guthrie Trap here coming to you from my house in East Nashville, Tennessee. Man, it's an early one today. I got to go get my car serviced down the road in Cool Springs. Gonna meet a really good friend of mine that I've been in a lot of bands with, Jimmy Wallace, great keyboard player. We were in 18 South together for many years. He plays with Joe Walsh, the Wallflowers, bunch of different people, Kenny Wayne Shepherd in the early days, Jewel, all kinds of different people. Great guy, just had a newborn baby, Liam. We're gonna go see Liam and have a little coffee and breakfast with him. Speaking of coffee, man, I've been getting some great coffee, enjoying making coffee at my house. In the spirit of Uncle Larry, I'll show you my favorite coffee mug. It's the biggest one I can find at my house. But man, I've been enjoying making coffee at my house with the French press and then the pour over, which I haven't tried yet, but now I'm got drawers full of coffee I need to check out. But man, it's so nice to not have to go to the coffee shop every morning, which I do enjoy. Very social thing. Get to see Jack Roosh down there all the time. Robin Ford when he was living in the neighborhood. I think he's about to move to Paris. So we're losing him from beautiful sunny East Nashville, but we've gained Kirk Fletcher. Kirk Fletcher just moved up the street. He's an East Nashville resident, and he was at our gig Monday night at the Underdog, got up to sit in, took him to the station inn. Me and my mom and dad were riding around, and we went and picked up Kirk Fletcher and took him to hear some bluegrass at the station inn. That was awesome. Mike Compton and Stuart Duncan and the boys were doing a bunch of unreleased Bill Monroe songs that they did with triple fiddles and banjo and mandolin and the whole nine yards. That was so much fun. It's hard to deny real roots music, bluegrass, country, blues. You know, these musics and these genres just never get old to me. They hit home, and the music that I love usually has some kind of direct link to some of that music, which leads me to my next point. I know I've been talking a little bit on here. I'm gonna get to some playing in a minute. That, of course, these intros are just completely improv and all that. I'm just having fun, no extra charge for mistakes. Thanks for all the great comments. Like I like to say, I don't have the time to respond to all these personally, but I do get the comments. I read all of them and like them at least, and they do not go without my appreciation, and I do sit down and read all those. So thank y'all so much for that. I've been getting some other comments. A guy remarked on my foul language, which if you know my channel, I don't use foul language very often. And so, you know, man, I'm doing this stuff because I love to do it. I love sharing with you guys. This isn't a full production, as I've said many times. It's just me having fun here. And I'm not a professional YouTuber. I don't want to be. Of course, you know, I'm trying to grow my business and establish more fans and all that kind of stuff, and relationships and friends. And so that's what this channel's for. It's to share a little bit of insight that I've gained over the past 43 years of my life, and about 30 or more of those years playing mandolin and guitar and navigating my way through this amazing music city, which is Nashville, Tennessee. And I'm proud of that and just having a blast with it. And so if there's any negativity or any kind of stuff like that on my channel, I hate to be so harsh, but I just block you, because nobody needs it. And man, I'm onward and upward with the energy and the positivity and the momentum, and life's too short to focus on anything else. So I hate to say that, but it's just kind of the way it is. But guys, I've been getting some good feedback on the last little rant I did. But I will say this, man, the importance of the blues and internalizing just the 12-bar blues form, you know, 4 beats or eight beats of 1-4-5 in any key, playing the blues change, and really getting to know your way around that and navigating through that. That is going to transcend and enhance any genre of music that you're interested in. If you don't like the blues, I would try to find a way to find something beneficial out of it, because that progression and that feel is the benchmark and the foundation of any other music. If you want to play country, funk, R&B, soul, blues, jazz, you know, rock and roll. I think I mentioned rock and roll already. Pop music, anything. The feel and the phrasing of your playing is gonna be so much better if you can get into the blues and enjoy it. I personally am a big fan, and so my style that I've developed of all these roots, I call it roots music with a twist, and I got to tell you, I've had a lot of coffee, so I'm coming in kind of hot here, but I am totally loving this Danocaster Telecaster that I got from old Uncle Larry. And I know you guys have seen this on his channel, but man, I love this guitar. And I've got a couple of his Strats too that you've seen, and there's another one being built, a white one that he's gonna lay on me at some point here. But anyway, getting back to the music, there's a couple common chord change relationships that you're gonna encounter for the rest of your life. I mean, and one of them that's really important to me is just the relationship between the one minor. I say the one minor, even though guys are gonna bust me on this and say that we're really in the key of C. But if you're not playing a C chord, I'm not thinking about the key of C or the C chord, because then that's when stuff starts sounding weird, when you start superimposing too much on paper theory versus street theory and what works on the bandstand and what works in the studio. And why we get hired to play with the people that we do is because we're able to quickly feel the music that we're being thrown at and navigate through that and play something that's tasteful and that hopefully fits, right? Hopefully. So that being said, just something as simple as this: A minor to E7. Now, if you're at Berkeley, they're going to tell you that that's the key of C, and that this is the 3 dominant 7, and that this is the 6 minor. But if the song is doing this the whole time and there's no C chord or F chord or G chord in the song, I'm thinking A minor is my tonal foundation, my tonal center. So I'm thinking A minor, I'm treating that E as a 5 chord. But you can't just play E blues over the 5. It's a minor feel. So you're getting more into that kind of melodic or harmonic minor. You guys can tell me which one's which. I don't know. All I know is that you can substitute the diminished chord. So when you go to the 5, you can hear it. That's what's going on there. So this, not to get too deep, but this E7, when I raise that, even in a triad, I'm raising that 1 a half step. Then those move in minor thirds. Just like any diminished chord. You can hear it resolve. So when you're playing a groove like this, that's when your minor pentatonic really works well. But when you go to the 5, that's when your E7 really comes in handy. So that E7 arpeggio, and as always with the K system, learn it everywhere. Learn it in the D shape, the C shape, the A shape, the G shape, and then back up to square one, the E shape. So my point of this is you can really simplify this and start hearing these key tones. So if I'm playing A minor, even something that simple. Here's my A minor pentatonic. So it's getting the relationship and seeing how close the E is to the A minor. So here's the D, G, and B string. And so if I narrow that down to just the root and the minor third, the D and the G string, and I take that back a half step, there's my E right there, watch. And then I go up a whole step, a minor third. That becomes that part of that E7 chord. So I'm taking the 3rd and the 5th of E. Now that becomes the 5th and the flat 7 of E, resolving back to the 1 and the flat 3 of the A minor. So these relationships, it's like this. Right? This is a cool thing. So if I'm here, okay, remember how I said that this note in the minor scale, normally if I am playing in the key of C, then that F note in the A minor scale doesn't sound good to me. So I like to play the scale with the 2. Right? That makes more sense to me and sounds really melodic and nice. It's basically you're playing over the minor 9 chord. So what I'm saying is in the minor, when the minor chord is the foundation and the 5's dominant 7 is E7, then that F note works over the E7 or resolving back to the A because of the diminished. So when that gets raised, then you're looking at you can hear how that resolves nicely to that A minor. So that note comes in handy right here. So if I'm playing A minor pentatonic, let's get the chord established. I'm using that it's that harmonic kind of, you know, a lot of half steps going on there on the E7. It's that kind of vibe, right? So again, it's this. If you can do it long ways too, going all the way down. Watch. If I play the triad A minor here, E7, A minor, E7, A minor, E7, A minor. So watch, when I go here, that's E7, because there's E, there's E7. Well, then there's your root moving up a half step. So then this triad, E7, moves in like the diminished chord. Because it is at the 3 notes of the diminished chord, because I'm raising the root. It works out nicely. So again, here, right? So, and then this kind of stuff. That could be like a little song, right? Or whatever, right? So that's the idea of this lesson, is just kind of getting into these like common chord progressions and relationships that are they're gonna happen all over the place. If I play this progression that you've heard me do, this relationship from the 3, sorry, excuse me, going to the 6 minor, are very similar. So again, A minor. That's a little complex, but it's just getting that sound, and you can't do this. That doesn't outline that chord in that environment. So, little lesson on that. This will be a quick one. I got to go get my car serviced, and maybe look at getting another one while I'm down there. Drinking some coffee, having a nice morning here. It's cold, it's rainy in Nashville. Hope you guys are doing great. Looking forward to more stuff to come. Getting ready to go to New York tomorrow morning with Oates to go to Brooklyn to do some Paste magazine press for the upcoming tour. And then, man, this year's just going to be exciting. And so I know I keep saying there's a lot of stuff in the works, but this stuff takes time, and there is some cool surprises coming. I promise you. I'm not just saying that to try to dangle the carrot. But I really appreciate you guys. Thanks a bunch for being a part of this channel. It's growing nicely. We're almost up to 50,000 followers. I hit 49,000 yesterday, and then looking forward to hitting 50,000. So check out the links below. I got to say that Artist Works is going great. I just did a bunch of video exchanges last night up till I only got about 2 hours of sleep last night. But it's all good. Work is good. Playing is good. Life is good. And you guys are great. Thanks a million. And we'll see you guys down the road real soon. All right. Cheers.